Hi, this is Joe from SafetyNet, and I'm here to help you understand how privacy settings on Facebook work and how they will help keep your family safe online. Your privacy settings are your first line of defense at letting strangers learn about your privacy information and keeping them away. The image you're seeing now is from a random person I found on Facebook. As you can see, I've covered up all of the sensitive information to conceal his identity. From looking at his profile, I was able to identify the city where he lived, the names and accounts of several members of his family, including his teenage daughter, and a whole lot more that I'm not showing you here. From looking at his timeline, I was able to see where he likes to eat, that he recently visited South Carolina, and that his dog had recently passed away. All of this was available because he did not properly adjust his privacy settings. To manage your privacy settings, click on the triangle located in the upper right-hand corner. This will open a drop-down menu. Select Settings, and it will open another drop-down list on the left-hand side of the screen. From here, click on the Privacy option, and you will be given 3 different choices. The first lets Facebook know who can see any posts that you make from this point forward. You have 3 main choices: Public, Friends, and Only Me. Personally, I choose Friends. If set to public, anyone using Facebook can see what you post. This is most likely what the man I found had chosen. The Friends option allows only people where both parties have agreed to be friends to see updates from each other. If at a later date you unfriend someone, they will no longer be able to see your posts. The third option, Only Me, seems a bit too restrictive. After all, what's the point of posting things if nobody else gets to see them? There's another choice listed as More Options, but I've never seen anyone be that specific about who can see what they post. It's important to note that no matter what you choose here, any individual posting can be different than what's on record here. Just before you click on the blue Post button, there's a drop-down box where you can make custom selections. The first section is also where you can decide if they want postings made by others, where they tag you, to automatically appear on your own timeline. If turned on, when someone tags you, Facebook requires your approval before it gets posted on your timeline, subject to whatever your privacy settings allow. The last choice for this section alters previous postings as to who can see them. I see no point in making a change here, but you may feel differently. The middle section is where you decide who can send you friend requests. You have 2 choices here: Everyone and Friends of Friends. Personally, I allow everyone to send me a friend request. You don't have to accept them, but otherwise it will be hard to make new friends. The last part involves how people can try to find you. The first 2 are based on the email address and the phone number that you entered into your Facebook profile. If you choose Everyone, then if someone knows your email address and or your phone number, they can use that information to see if you're on Facebook or not. After all, there could be more than one person with the same name as you on Facebook, but emails, addresses, and phone numbers are unique. The final decision to make on the privacy settings and tools is if you want your Facebook profile to be accessible by traditional search engines such as Yahoo or Google. That would obviously be your personal choice. Below privacy comes timeline and tagging. This is one of the most important parts of Facebook's privacy settings, if you ask me. This is because it's something that many people don't fully understand. In its most basic form, anything that you post on your timeline is visible to people based on your privacy settings. However, Facebook allows your friends to post updates directly onto other people's timelines. While I allow my friends to post directly onto my timeline, I recommend that people be very careful about letting people do this. I allow it because I'm fairly restrictive in who I accept as a friend on Facebook, but the average person on Facebook has well over 100 friends, with many teenagers having hundreds of friends, if not more than 1,000. Also in the first section is the question about if you should allow other people to tag you in their updates without your prior approval. If someone tags you in an update and it doesn't require your approval, it automatically appears on your timeline, and it can show other people those that are friends with the original poster how to find you. The middle section lets you see your timeline as others see it. This is important because it shows you things you might not expect. For example, You can see how the general public sees you, your friends, or even a specific person if you've customized your privacy options. One important thing to remember about Facebook is that your profile picture and your cover photo are always available to everyone on Facebook, regardless of how you have your privacy settings. This means that while they can't see what you post online, people can see those two pictures. Be careful which pictures you use there. Showing pictures of your kids, their schools, and such can show predators things about your family that you might not want them to know. This area also manages who can see posts made by others where you have been tagged. Personally, I choose the Friends option, but there are several different levels of privacy offered here. When it comes to social media, the friend of my friend isn't always your friend, if you know what I mean. Just below that is where you decide who can see posts made by others directly onto your timeline. Of course, that also depends on who you've allowed to post directly onto your timeline, if anyone at all. In the final section of this area, all three choices here relate to tags made on your own timeline or on other accounts that might involve you. I say might because Facebook tries to be intuitive in recognizing people, and if it thinks a person includes you, it will ask people to help identify the people in the picture and ask them to tag the person. While Facebook will not tag someone in this matter without their approval, you can streamline this process by minimizing who even gets to make such suggestions. The ability to block sites or people from contacting you on Facebook is very helpful. It's a way to be someone's friend, but not share everything with them. By putting one of your existing friends on the restricted list, you maintain your friend's status, but they can only see things that you post onto your timeline that you would allow the general public to see. I consider this the reverse of unfollowing someone on Facebook. In that case, you maintain the relationship, but you no longer see their updates in your newsfeed. That's helpful when someone posts excessively and their updates are filling up your incoming newsfeed. You can accomplish the same thing by adjusting the individual's post settings, but this takes care of it automatically for an individual until you remove them from the restricted list. Putting someone on the list does not prevent them from deliberately visiting your account and seeing what you've posted, however, so keep that in mind. It just means that the posting won't automatically appear in their newsfeed. When you place someone on the restricted list, they are not informed that you have done so. Blocking a specific person, next to the number 5*, is a feature offered by most social media sites. When someone gets to be too much, blocking them may be your only choice. While it's a great option when someone is harassing you on Facebook, keep in mind that with as easy it is to open a new account, it may not stop them completely. This is why knowing how to manage your privacy settings is so important on Facebook, and why I recommend that you do not allow your account to be visible to the general public, only to your friends. Blocking messages, number 6, is not the same thing as blocking the user. People who are blocked as a user cannot interact with you at all. People who are blocked only for messages may still be able to see your timeline, they just can't send you a direct message, either on Facebook or via Facebook Messenger. Blocking app invites can come in handy. Facebook makes a lot of money on those free games. While those games may be free to play, most of them offer in-app purchases, and of course the advertising money that it provides when companies who make them try to attract new users are also important to Facebook. So when your friends invite you to play the latest and greatest game, you may not care about it. Some people play lots of games on Facebook and there's nothing wrong with that. But if it's not your idea of fun, you can block your friends from sending you invites to apps by giving Facebook their name. By the same token, going to events may not be your idea of fun either, so you can prevent your friends from sending you invitations to events as well. The final types of blocks are not from a friend, but from an app or a page. That means that you may like playing games as much as the next person, but maybe you've tried an app and didn't like it. The same thing goes for a Facebook page. You may have come across a page that offends you, or for some other reason, you don't wish to see it or to interact with it. Once you block the app or page, nobody can send you invites to them. For pages, you will not be able to engage on any content from that page, and if you've already liked it or followed it, Facebook will unlike or unfollow the page for you. That pretty much wraps up this review of how Facebook's privacy settings work. They may not be 100% effective, but they are your first and maybe even your best line of defense at keeping inappropriate content at bay. To help keep yourself and your family safe, discuss your preferences with your friends and family. Let them know how you feel and ask them to respect your decision about what you want people to do with respect to sharing your content, tagging you in posts and pictures, and anything else that might expose your family to danger or unwanted material. Share this video on your own Facebook page so that your friends can learn how to protect themselves and their family members. Thank you for watching this video. For more helpful information on how to keep your family safe and how to make the most out of what technology has to offer you, please visit our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/safetynetofpa. If you would like to have us speak to your group about cyber safety or ways to get more out of the internet, please visit the site below and reach out to me via the contact page. I am available anywhere in the greater Philadelphia area. Have fun online and stay safe.